Hey guys, Ross here from Fit for Life Physical Therapy. Today I wanted to break down the dumbbell incline press. I had a question about that on the Facebook Live event last night, and people were curious about the positioning for that. So here I just have my incline bench. One of the questions was really how high should we be at this point? So this bench is set up so that it's about a 30-degree angle. I think this is pretty much appropriate. Between 20 and 45 degrees is usually good to start off with. You can come certainly lower than 20 degrees if you wanted to. When we bring it up to the next rung, this brings me to about 50 to 55 degrees. It's really a little bit higher than I'd want to see, because when you're pressing the weight, it needs to go a lot more vertical at that point and may put a lot more stress through the anterior deltoids. And then of course, we wouldn't necessarily want it to get to 90 because it's an overhead press and we're not actually stressing the chest muscles at all. Now once we're set up into our, again, 20 to 45 degrees, really it's just a matter of laying back onto the bench. Now what we want to make sure of is that our head is resting on the bench. Most individuals will have their head come off of the bench, and that's usually because either their shoulders are tight or they're lacking some type of range of motion. Very similar to what I talked about with the positioning of the bench. Also the line of drive of the weights are going to be important at this point. So for most of you, the easiest way to get the dumbbells up would be to rest them on your legs, and then you can kick them back, and then you can kick the other one. And then you can push straight up, and then come back down. Now notice how I'm stopping the dumbbells kind of at my chest level. I don't want to come down too far, because if I have a shoulder problem, that can be very provoking at that point. So stopping the dumbbells a little bit higher can be more beneficial to us. And again, just press straight up and then come back down nice and slow. Make sure you're not arching more on the bench. But if you notice, the dumbbells really just go straight up and down. I'm not letting them drift out in front of me. I'm not having them drift behind. So the line of drive of the dumbbell is just straight down, straight up. Now another aspect of the incline dumbbell press that we want to talk about is where should our arm positioning be away from our body. Again, having our arms out at a 90-degree angle from our torso can be very provocating and can cause some irritation. Individuals with shoulder pathologies or at risk for it, again, these are the individuals that should probably stay away from the position that's way out here. It does put more stretch to the area, but it also causes more tension. So we'll talk about the different positions. So again, I got my dumbbells. I'll kick them up to myself. And then from here, I like to keep my elbows in a little bit closer. So in the push-up video or in videos I've talked in the past, starting the elbows at about a 45 to 60 degree angle away from your body is very appropriate. There's going to be a straight line of drive of the dumbbells, which we already talked about, and we'll come back down. Now what you'll see a lot of individuals do is their elbows come out to the side and my palms are now facing away from me. That puts a lot of stress in my shoulders, and we just want to be mindful of that. So yes, it does cause a lot of stress to the area as far as the muscle working, but you're also sacrificing your shoulders. For individuals that are really having a lot of irritability, I'll have them keep their elbows in nice and tight. So from here, it's going to take the stress off the front of the shoulder and put it to the tricep. I'm going to apply the stress up, down nice and slow. Now, if you decide to use this type of a grip, which I find is very good with an incline press or even with what we would call a floor press, usually you'll start off saying, I can't lift as much weight as I used to, and that's perfectly fine. I'm willing to sacrifice a little bit of strength in the beginning if it's going to save your shoulders in the end. But as you keep up with it, you build up a new habit and become comfortable with this new position, you'll regain all that strength, and you'll probably find that your shoulders are going to enjoy this a lot better. So again, just a quick tutorial on the incline press. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Thanks.